What is going on, everybody? My name is Alex, and welcome to the first look at the developer behind the scenes look, whatever you want to call it, at Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies. We just saw the trailer. If you want to see my reaction, kind of a little bit of a breakdown about that, check out the video on the card that's popping up on your screen or in the description or wherever on the channel. You know how to find it. There's 1,000 ways. We're going to watch this and just kind of react to it, talk about it, and then probably post another video a little bit later talking about the trailer that we saw and this, just to put all my thoughts out there. But I want to do that later after I've had time to think about it for a little bit. But without further ado, let us jump into the first look at Zombies Call of Duty Vanguard Shklibbity Boppity Boop. Let's make sure it's at 4K for you guys. All right, let's go. Looking pretty sweet so far.
Our partners at Sledgehammer Games have already revealed Call of Duty Vanguard's immersive campaign and intense multiplayer, all set in World War II. And now, keeping true to our zombies nature, Treyarch is back for another round. Studio responsible for bringing zombies to Call of Duty more than a decade ago returns to World War II and Sledgehammer Games' Vanguard, setting the stage for a new zombies experience. Black Ops Cold War offered the team at Treyarch the opportunity to introduce players to the Dark Ether storyline, beginning with the opening of the Dark Ether Gateway at Project Endstation.
Amazing.
And now, prepare to face a new type of evil, meet new allies, and make new enemies. Prepare for a gameplay experience
He's such
that
a
gets
good
you to
host.
fun faster, all wrapped in a brand new dimension of zombies. In Vanguard, we're introducing a brand new zombies experience and a franchise-first crossover that builds on the Dark Ether universe. And today, our team will share more about the story, the lore, core gameplay, weapons, and characters that will define the next chapter in the Zombies saga. But first, let's whet our appetites with the world premiere of the new Zombies gameplay trailer.
All right. We'll do it again, I guess. This trailer is so good. This is on the Vanguard engine, so
the instrument of my revenge.
It really makes sense why this looks so awesome.
I give you an army of the dead, but our enemies have allies from beyond this mortal realm. Our strength is yours.
That has to be the same voice as the Medusa or whatever from the Oracle from Ancient Evil. Great song choice. We got that Onslaught vibe. The trailer's in 4K, so for those who want the trailer in 4K, this is the way to get it. The Ring of Fire. Shino Numa will be coming. That wasn't it. Sorry for saying that. I don't know why I said that. Here we go.
Stand clear, plaything!
Looks so good, man. It looks so fucking good.
Step into the fire!
Bury the hatchet or bury your friend right now.
You can see the muscles contracting and stuff. It's so amazing. Oh, this Nazi guy he's pissed.
A new chapter of warfare is about to begin.
Wow. Logo, it just all looks so
pre-orders get
good.
instant access to the Night Raid Mastercraft and operator Arthur Kingsley.
Death is only the beginning.
The team at Treyarch is pulling out all the stops to tell a new, brutal story that expands and explores the unsettling world of the Dark Ether.
This is such a Sledgehammer
It's a story
video.
that longtime players will appreciate, but one that will be easy for new players to pick up and play.
Holy
In
crap.
addition to being canon, it's an experience that immerses and innovates on the core Treyarch Zombies gameplay. This is their Anfang.
What?
With Anfang exploring the mystical and the occult, it was important to convey an unsettling and brutal feel to the world.
Sightlines will be obscured by piles of dead corpses from Soviet and German soldiers, and it all comes to life, so to speak, in Vanguard's epic World War II setting.
With Vanguard Zombies, we really try to bring a new experience for all types of different players.
I'm so confused.
From current players, and really to getting new players into the Zombies
It's like a whole new
ecosystem,
team.
Right? Cold War brought Outbreak, and we've really taken the best mechanics, smashed it together, and created Vanguard Zombies.
Our enemies have allies from beyond this mortal realm.
So Anfang, the beginning. It's the start of a new Treyarch
Who the hell is
Dark
this
Ether
guy?
zombie story.
The events of Black Ops Cold War brought an end to one storyline. The events of Vanguard represent a new arc.
Okay.
Zombies players have witnessed the catastrophic outcome, the science experiments at Project End Station.
Project End Station was a Nazi particle accelerator that punched a hole through the dimensional veil and gave us access to the Dark Ether, where these 5 otherworldly artifacts come from.
Who the hell are all these people?
Each one linked to a powerful Dark Ether entity.
There is Cortifex the Deathless, Syraxis the Shadow, Nordicus the Conqueror, Invictor the Destroyer.
Okay. All right. This is everything I've ever wanted. Why is this happening? I don't trust. It's too good to be true. This is too good to be true. I can't. No. All right.
And BELLEKAR the Warlock. These Dark Ether entities bind their powers to our human operators through artifacts crafted in the Dark Ether, each granting unique abilities like Frostblast and Ring of Fire.
What are the other ones?
Anyone who touches them forms a symbiotic bond with a Dark Ether entity. It's almost like being possessed, except the entities can't control their host. They can only offer guidance and their powers.
Exposure to the Dark Ether also allowed the Nazis to expand their research into dark magic.
Enter Oberfuhrer Wolfram von List,
what?
A ruthless officer in command of an SS battalion called Die Wahrheit. This was the group that plundered antiquities from around the world. Von List forced top experts to help him, explorers, historians, and a demonologist named Gabriel Kraft. Professor Kraft's deep knowledge of the occult ultimately led Von List to these artifacts. Von List bonds with the most powerful entity of them all, Cortifex the Deathless. This former lord of the Dark Ether grants him the ability to raise the dead. And that's why, a year after their worst defeat,
this is a sweet storyline.
Back to Stalingrad. And he's going to raise an undead army, march them across Europe, and annihilate the Allied forces.
The zombie.
This is exactly what World War II Zombies was like kind of going for, but they really like took a left turn with the storyline and then started making like the characters become these like archangels or some shit like that. Or archangels, what is it? Yeah, I think it's archangels. And they were like protectors of this realm and shit. And it's like, no, I want to see this brutal destruction with multiple different gods. Like that's what we were talking about before World War II Zombies launched, and now we're actually getting to see that.
These actually are undead bodies.
Who are all these people?
From the past war at the Eastern Front.
Professor Kraft.
Well, dude, his mind, his execution of this art direction is exactly what I've always wanted.
Out a distress call. That call is answered by Vanguard Special Forces operators.
Yeah,
but they end up
sucks.
trapped inside a barrier erected by Cortifex to seal off Stalingrad. They can't call for reinforcements. But they have Professor Kraft's expert guidance and their own unmatched combat skills. And 4 Dark Ether entities.
Okay. All right. We were right about Ether Shroud being that yellow one. Okay. Interesting. So we got 4 so far. It's kind of stupid because we had 5 at launch. We had Ring of Fire, Frostblast, Aether Shroud, Energy Mine. There was another one. We had 5, I'm pretty sure. Why can't I think of the 5th one? Well, it doesn't really matter, but I'm pretty sure we had 5 at launch of Cold War, so.
He's willing to bond with them and share their powers.
They do this in the interest of defeating Cortifex the Deathless.
While these entities may be helping humans, players will find...
Is this a fake beard? This guy's beard looks fake. I don't know. Maybe it's his art direction for his daily outfits.
...out that they have their own agendas.
It's an unlikely team-up, but it's our only shot at keeping the Third Reich from winning World War II.
Dude, these graphics look so good.
We We had a lot of fun designing the different objective environments. Each location has a very distinct look and feel to the play space, so that no two areas will feel similar.
As players explore the realm of dark ether magic against the backdrop of Stalingrad, they'll encounter shrines, rituals, and sacrifices.
With so many different elements in play,
Dude,
it was important to establish unique visuals. It is a look that feels more grounded, something you can have nightmares about.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want nightmares.
The occult was something that really
healing aura. We had healing aura. That was the 5th one.
Wanted to touch. It has so many different variables, like summoning portals, blood rituals,
hanging skulls, seances.
When it comes to zombie types, we run the gamut.
We have your basic grunt zombie.
And we also have our heavies.
These big guys who carry around miniguns. And those are the storm creatures or storm warriors. They are really hard to bring down, and it's hard to avoid them when they shoot. We also have something called the Boom Schreier, which means boom screamer in German.
These are zombies that will run real quick and explode in contact.
Tormentors.
A wide variety of.
So this is really just what we all wanted Cold War zombies to be, but it took them a whole year to get their footing. Now they know what they like. Now they know what they want. Okay. I am so fucking on board. You guys, I don't think you guys realize I never get excited. You got, like, you know me, guys. You know me here on the channel. If you've been watching for a while, I was shitting all over Cold War. Like, I thought it was going to be cool and everything, but all those new systems, they wrecked the mode in a number of ways. Gameplay was fun for high rounds. That's about it. But this is an area I want to immerse myself in. Like, I want my body to contort and get all tiny, and I want to become a little microchip man, and I want to hop into my PS5, and I want to live here.
Of threats, and they all start to pile up as you get further in rounds.
What? Okay, I'm sorry. We have to just play this again really quick.
Rounds.
Look at that. Look at that. How could you not want to play this?
Approaching the Anfang was important for us to stay true to our lineage while also building something brand new.
You'll find all of the classics, right? Pack-a-punch, mystery box, crafting table.
But there's a lot we're doing different this time too.
The runes are something new in Vanguard. Dark Ether rune magic is the thing that the Dark Ether entities use to manifest their powers.
Okay.
That winds up being very important as the story plays out.
Dude.
We tried really hard to make it accessible for new players.
It's super easy to jump in and get started, right? You don't need to know anything about previous zombie experiences to enjoy this. Spawn into the map with your friends, jump into a portal, do an objective. You're in it. That's you playing, and you're playing successfully.
Holy shit.
From the casual to the hardcore, there's a...
Please, if this is locked behind exclusivity, I'm going to be very pissed.
Enough for you to dive into.
In Vanguard, we get players right into the action so they can start blasting away.
Fighting zombies is the core of this mode, and it's what all our fans love doing, and we give you plenty of ways to do that.
Dude, you hear that pack-a-punch noise.
Players start the game in the snowy graveyard of Stalingrad.
The forward operating base of our allied operators in Der Anfang. Here, the players have access to many of the upgrade machines they will need in the battles ahead.
However, players can't get too comfortable here because...
Shouldn't the pack-a-punch machine be different? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, shouldn't it be different? Like, I don't know.
Stalingrad is still inhabited by roaming zombies.
The area is relatively confined, but as you complete objectives, the map opens up, offering access to other powerful upgrades like the perk fountains. As players complete these various challenges, they will...
I don't know if you noticed this. Let's just go... I'm sorry, just go back a second. We have these weird, like... Is that electric cherry? Or no, that's a heart. So that must be Jug.
As players...
This one has some teeth on it. So, like, teeth? Double tap is yellow. Stamina up is yellow. I don't know. There's not going to be double tap, so I don't know.
Complete these various challenges, they will open up the forward operating base to new threats and opportunities. Your Dark Ether enemies grow in power with each new objective, so you'll need all the help you can get. That means using traditional methods like buying perks and upgrading your weapons at the Pack-a-Punch. But we're also adding a new means of gaining power through the Altar of Covenants.
A brand new system to zombies that randomizes every time you come back from an objective what you can purchase with a nasty sacrificial heart,
which can be exchanged at the Altar of Covenants for one of 3 random upgrades.
Oh my god.
Choose from power-ups like Ammo Gremlin, which
This is so fucking sick. This is so sick.
reloads non-equipped weapons over time, or Brain Rot to turn zombies into allies, or Unholy Ground for those times when you really need to hold your position. Step 1 is always, what gun do you have? Because those will all play very differently with the Covenants.
I think players are going to find that when they pair up with a different Dark Ether entity, it feels like a completely distinct experience.
So you're just combining your guns, your Covenants, your equipment, the things you're finding in the world.
You can have freedom to be in a cool place that would never exist in the real world.
It's a different region with different inhabitants and
real quick,
the Covenants.
I think players are going to find
or Brain Rot to turn zombies into allies.
I just want to look at this system really quick. Death blow, critical kills, return, a bullet to the clip. Okay. So we're not going to have our traditional like ammo mods. I mean, I would assume we do. So I don't, maybe this is something you can just get earlier. I just like that they're at their, I know some people are in the comments are probably going to be like, wow, they're reusing Brain Rot and shit. It's like, I don't care about that. I care about how they reuse assets, how they re-implement things. With Forsaken, it wasn't that the map was bad. It wasn't that it was bad that they took stuff from the campaign. It's how do they use those assets from the campaign? How do they use those assets from previous Zombies modes, previous Zombies matches, previous Zombies iterations, whatever you want to call it? And then how do they take that to a new level and make it more fun, make it more engaging, make me have more challenges and stuff to do, make it random with the replayability? RNG is a fickle beast. Artificial difficulty is a fickle beast. You have to implement these systems correctly. And like, I'm so excited because we get to try all these new systems inside of a set piece that makes me literally, I'm actually kind of like speechless in a way.
Or Unholy Ground for those times when you.
Okay, wait. What was Unholy Ground? Okay. Deal much more damage when shooting while stationary. Okay, so this is a camping perk, or whatever you want to call it. Mother load, small chance to keep equipment. So that's what Meal Kick did. I'm really curious, like, is this supposed to satiate us while we're waiting for the next round-based map, and then we're gonna have all our perks with the same kind of thing? Because it really makes me feel like they know that we just like went through all of season 6 with all of our perks and all of our tiers upgraded, and we're used to this certain play style, and now they're like kind of taking that shit away from us, and they're not giving us a round-based map, so they're introducing all these new systems. So I think this is a good way to like give fans what they want while trying new things. Like they're nailing it with the art direction. Everybody agrees with that. So they're going to give us a bunch of new systems that are going to flush out what we've already been given. And then when we get our first round-based map, I bet you a lot of this shit won't even be in there. And if it is, it'll just be optional, or maybe like to unlock one step in the Easter egg or something like that, you know?
Those times when you really need to hold your position. Step 1 is always, what gun do you have? Because those will all play very differently with the Covenants.
I like him.
I think players are going to find that when they pair up with a different Dark Ether entity, it feels like a completely distinct experience.
So you're just combining your guns, your Covenants, your equipment, the things you're finding in the world.
You can have.
By the way,
have freedom to be in a cool place that would never exist in the real world.
It's a different region with different inhabitants and, in turn, different gameplay elements.
And with Vanguard Zombies, we're bringing that in spades.
Moving to the world of the occult provided plenty of inspiration around the visual identity of the game.
Oh my gosh,
and it helped us
so
shape
beautiful.
the way we think about the map design.
We built Zombies on the same engine as Vanguard. We wanted to make
yes, confirmation. And we were really wondering how they were going to do that. If it was going to be a Cold War engine, Modern Warfare engine, a Vanguard engine. We got confirmation this is a new engine of zombies. So this should feel different. Like, we're going to have a lot of the same systems, but this will feel different. And this guy's beard is so weird.
Unified with the rest of the game, while still have its own identity that is more of a fantasy look.
Players will battle across the rooftops of Hotel Royale on a rainy night in Paris.
Beautiful.
They'll fight at the base of a massive burning windmill in Merville, which was actually part of the Normandy invasion. And they'll find themselves in the classic swamps of Shinonuma.
What?
Which is a truly eerie setting that our longtime fans will be familiar with.
Dark Ether magic has allowed the team to really bubble up some interesting new ideas that we...
Did you guys notice that cut?
Ether magic has allowed the team to really bubble up some interesting new ideas.
He was going to say something else. I wonder what he was going to say.
Dark Ether magic has allowed the team to really bubble up some interesting new ideas that we have not explored in past Zombies experiences.
The different objectives you're tasked with really alter how the player experiences the various environments.
That field of view is disgusting. Okay, whoa. I just want to see
alter how the player experiences the various environments.
There's an
So what is that? Speed cola over there? Maybe a blocked. Is this like a block area, or do we get runes to open up this area? Because they said you collect runes and shit, and then you can go into new areas. I think is what they said. Minimap is returning, so it's a square. This is round 1, or objective 1, or whatever you want to call it.
An objective called Blitz, which takes inspiration from that holdout style gameplay of just surviving, but this time you're taking the fight to them.
In Harvest, you hunt zombies who drop runestones that you can collect. Players must then deposit these into an obelisk called the Sin Eater. In Transmit, you'll escort a floating zombie head as it seeks weaknesses in the dimensional barrier to the Dark Ether. These different challenges and eerie environments with dark settings help the player feel enveloped in Cortifex's grasp, and we can't wait for our fans to experience it.
So dope.
Der Anfang is a brand new experience that explores the Dark Ether universe in exciting, fresh ways. Launch is really just the tip of the iceberg. Everything post-launch is going to bring new twists, new stories, new characters, brand new gameplay. And it's all part of Vanguard's advanced global progression system featuring player and weapon leveling, plus battle pass system integration. This is a whole new way to experience zombies. Welcome to Call of Duty Vanguard. Der Anfang awaits.
Oh my god. I'm literally so close to shitting my pants. It's insane, guys. Like I actually I need to think about what I want to say. I just want to put this reaction out there. I'll be uploading a video later with my thoughts, because I'm blown away. I'm gonna have to watch this like 30 times. This is so awesome. And I know here on the channel, in our little community, we have been kind of burned by Cold War. Cold War was a weird departure. I don't know if are we even going to get round-based maps? They said nothing about that, so I know this is not one of them. But the fact that we have never really played any of these multiplayer maps, other than in the beta, yeah, we did. But this feels like a actual reusing of those assets. Like with Outbreak and with Onslaught, there was no way that was like a reused asset in the sense of, this feels like zombies. It felt like multiplayer maps with zombies in it. And was it fun? Yeah, it was okay. It was decent, especially the Outbreak boss fight. That was amazing. But they took this and and spun it with all of that Dark Ether magic. It looks like we'll do a comparison video later once the map is out. And or maybe I have some Vanguard footage. I don't know, I have to check. But doing a comparison of the Red Star versus what it looks like with all of this Dark Ether occult magic death all over it, it's not even going to be the same. The map is locked. We have to open it. We get to teleport to Shino Numa, to the fan map or the windmill map, there was another map they showed, Hotel Royale, and then I think there's 5. I think there was 5 maps in total. And that's how you reuse stuff. That's how you reuse assets. And it's a completely different team. So we're going to get to experience, it's not a different team. It's still Treyarch, but this is different representatives. We're used to Kevin Drew and Corky and some other people. And maybe I hope they come back. And also, there's a bunch of, I think Noah J said he was in LA doing stuff with Zombies YouTubers. And I have saw on Twitter that they might be hanging out or doing something, maybe making like vlogs or some shit. But I hope that we're going to get to see some gameplay soon. Some real legit gameplay from these people showing us what we're up against. That field of view was atrocious. So I hope that they fix that. It will be fixed for PC at least. I don't know, man. If we're not going to win with all those systems from Cold War, if we're not going to win with the salvage, and we're not going to win with everything not being at the crafting table and having our specialists being able to be crafted and search for it with a quest, then just give me a space that is amazing. Put a lot of fun objectives in there. Make it look dark and dank and demonic and make me never want to leave. And that's what they're doing. And so I am just going to run with this narrative element that is so awesome, in my opinion. I don't think I've been this excited for zombies since Black Ops 4. It's been like 3 or 4 years. So yeah, dude, this is so sick. This is so sick. I know some of you guys won't agree, but I couldn't be happier. Yeah, well, that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later tonight or tomorrow with more to talk about. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Peace out, everybody.